Good afternoon, all. Camelback Trading 2724 coming to you this Wednesday afternoon, June 17th. We're looking at the last 2 days of the market profile here on Window Trader of the SPY ETF. Most important thing that transpired today, we have an inside day, right? Unchanged value, inside day, light volume, tremendous chop, which was expected. I actually got caught. I got hurt in it. And the sad thing is I got hurt in it on a couple of trades, one in C period, on a long, another one on a short later, which I thought would have been a good short. It would have been a good short if I held on to it. I did battle back, taking some pretty decent size shorts in L and M to get back a lot of my loss, but I still lost money on the day. I'm not going to even go over most of the trades. I'm going to go over the one that I thought was a good trade at the time. I got involved too early and I didn't stick with it, and I missed something very, very visual. And the one I'm talking about, we end 9 wide, okay? When G took out F's high, now we basically one time framed up from the low of the day at the time, right? D was an inside bob. E took it out for me. So we stopped the one-time framing down. F went up. Again, I'm in 6, 7, whatever I'm in, 7-tick increments. You can't see it. But we basically one-timed up from the low. However, we were 7 for 7 wide with the POC. We had unchanged value. We had already taken out the initial balance low. I took out my pre-market low. Now, I know ES hadn't taken out either of theirs. So when G popped, I thought the odds were very, very good, right, to come back down and get at least 9 wide. And again, you know, I didn't think we were going to take out the day's high. I thought maybe we'd get above B. So what happened? I started a short position, and I ended up holding that short position for a while. It went against me. It got above the opening. It got back. I made a new high. I finally took it off. That one hurt me. Actually, I'm trying to think. No, I was long this whole time. It was the whole... I started that position in G, believe it or not, and I got out of it in K. Yes, so G pair. So I was long that short for over 2 hours. Now, was I right to hold it? Well, again, I got out of a half of it. I got some huge size at one point up here, and the thing was, we kept taking out the opening, kept making new highs, and in H and I, but we didn't get much. Now, here's what really screwed me up, because I added again pretty good in J, and it came down. I took a lot off, but I was still out because of where I started and the size I started with on this trade. There was 100 contracts here. K came down. K did not come all the way down yet. K started, couldn't take out J's low, and that's what made me think twice about holding the rest of it. I still had 130 contracts. And then when J went up and K went up and took out J's high, I was like, well, maybe this is the afternoon pullback low. It's acting pretty strong up here. We didn't get back to the POC at the time, right? So we had gone 7 for 7 wide, didn't get it in J, we didn't get it in K at the time. So I was like, maybe that's all we're going to get. I took the position off and had a fairly sizable loss. Okay? Now, 2 things, though, I didn't take into account. One, we didn't take out the high of the day again yet. But the more important one, and I totally forgot this, I used J's high as a reason yesterday. Forget this. This was a bad tick in H. Never traded up there. J was the afternoon rally high. We got above J's high by 2 cents in I period. I'm so focused on what was going on here that I missed here. That's horrible. Absolutely horrible on my part. Also, even though we kept trading up here in G, H, I, J, and K, value never got back. Value stayed. I'm not sure where value was, but it wasn't any... You would think value would have gotten pulled up to around the opening. It never did. So, 2 nuances. Well, the value not being raised, I knew that. But this nuance, missing that, was horrible. And then when K flushed out, now I'm flat. My mental reserve is shot. I didn't get on board again. L started. Look what L did. L basically got to park to make it 9 wide, and we never saw it again. Now, I took some nice shorts in here, size shorts, to start getting money back, but it wasn't enough. I had a couple of chances in L period where I should have taken more, because then the odds of finally getting the low again, and more importantly, the ES getting their overnight. The odds of going 2 days in a row where they don't get their overnight high or low is pretty rare. It's only 3% you don't get one of them as it is. So what is it for 2 days in a row? So I had opportunities in L to take shorts again to at least get it down today. I didn't. M open, basically got it right away, which ended the game. Once M did that, I wasn't going to take a short again. So lost money on the day. So did I call the market? I called the market very well in here as far as, hey, we're going to have balance and everything else, and we did. And the fact that we took out the initial balance low, I really didn't think we were going to go take out the high. But the fact that, so I called that well in here. Another thing that got me out of that trade is they hadn't taken out their overnight high or low, the ES. So now we're up here. The odds are, well, maybe we get it. But that's way up here. Again, I'm telling you, your mental reserve and confidence are huge. And at that point, both of them were kind of exhausted on me. I did regain enough to take those trades to cut back my loss a lot. But I wasn't thinking the way I should. That's not good. All right. Try to explain that as honestly as possible, what happened. Let's go over destinations. Now, we go out with a price probe, right? We probe. So C's low of 311.16 is your first upside destination. Yes, we closed at 311.66, but until we open tomorrow, we don't know if C's accepted or not. Downside price probes have been rejected pretty good. Above that, we have the 9 wide at 313.02, which is K's low. Then we have today's high of 314.39. 315.64 daily high, and then filling the gap still at 318.22. It's 258 points from June 11th. For the downside, we have today's low of what is the low? 310.86. I apologize. Boy, did I write the wrong number on my sheet. I wrote 318.06. 310.86 is today's low. Then we have the afternoon pullback low, which held, if you want to call it that, right? That was a visual spot. So 310.61. I don't know how important that'll be tomorrow. Tomorrow's low is going to be the more important one, right? Coming out of an inside day, but we'll still put it. Then we have 307.67 daily low, and then those single prints from June 15th, which I have given you. Let's go to the charts. I'll just do weekly and daily. Balance to down, right? The Bulls have made a nice comeback this week. Still have 2 days to go in it. We'll see if they could hold it. They certainly want to stay inside of those last 2 weeks and stay above. You'd like to stay above 306.84 that week. You'd like to stay above that 302.60 level. All those type things. So right now, balance to down. Here's the important one: the daily. Why is it important? Because we had an inside day. It's firmly a 2-day balance. So doesn't matter the monthly's up, doesn't matter the weekly is balanced to down. It matters that we have an inside day. And what's going to happen when we come out of it? When we come out of it to the upside, you're going to have to go long. You monitor it for continuation or lack of, right? If you come out of it to the upside, there's a good chance you're taking out Monday's high and attacking the gap. If we come out of it to the downside, there's a good chance you're going to attack Monday's low. So that's the setup for tomorrow. Maybe I didn't make money today, but my room certainly did. And I still think, it's not the money you make, it's the money you keep. I did keep a lot, even though I gave some back today. And still leading the troops, whether I'm up or down on the day, trying to give them the best advice possible. Come check us out at camelbacktrading.org. Have a great night, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.